Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hey, it's reading time. This is for eclipse season. Relevant dates will be down below. I'm doing like week to week readings on TikTok. Ones are coming out a bit more like these are the things happening. This one I want to get like really deep into it. I want to really get into all of the underlying healing coming in. It's going to be really interconnected, so if you guys want more like updated what you can expect, go check those out. I had a few things written down for a couple weeks. This feels like it's finally the right reading for those things. Some mirrors have sharp edges. You were a very real thing in their very false world. That's our starting point. Let's get into it. You guys need to know for your overall eclipse season. 10 of Pentacles with the star bottom of the deck. Okay. 6 of Pentacles with the Emperor bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. Way too many. What do you guys need to know for your overall eclipse season? Kidding me? 2 of Cups with the Emperor coming out together. Judgment. Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Do you want to give me anything like normal? Anything normal? 2 more, please. There's our King of Swords in reverse. Star bottom of the deck. 1 more. Okay. Strength is not bottom of the deck, but it's kind of poking out there. Knight of Swords, and top of the deck is 4 of Wands. Get 1 or 2 of these. Past life relationship, this could be the one. You deserve love in reverse, bottom of the deck. Interesting. And codependency underneath it. You guys have been keeping up with my other readings. I have been like a little resistant to this being like a twin flame union saga. It just is. Saturn just went into Aries. Emperor is ruled by Aries. Aries is associated with that like divine masculine energy. Saturn being the planet of karma, learning tough lessons. It does look like a lot of masculines are getting a wake-up call. That's why a lot of you guys are going to see movement and communication where there has recently been stagnation and maybe even no contact. Upright, King of Swords is very intelligent. They're very articulate, not particularly vulnerable. They're not really showing their emotion. They can at least like intellectualize their feelings and they can communicate it clearly. So one way to take the reversal is that you're not even getting that. You're not getting vulnerability, and you aren't getting the logical expression. It's just major communication blockages. Don't know where they stand because they're not communicating. The other way to take it, especially because this is coming out below Ace of Cups, is that now they're coming out of that more logical, analytical energy, and they're aligning more with emotional expression. I think in this case it's probably a combination of the two. I don't necessarily want to overhype the communication with Knight of Swords. It's truth, honesty, confession. We're seeing Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, a solid offer and an emotional offer. I still think it is going to be relatively matter of fact. Like the communication is going to be vulnerable by their standards. You're seeing very consistently in my other readings that there is an aspect of distance here. You're seeing 3 of Wands. Some of you, there's literal distance and this person would have to travel towards you. The situation has been at a pause and the emotional distance between the two of you has been allowed to linger. I want to say this connection has been languishing. It's been left outside to rust. With this coming out beneath the Emperor, this person is going to come get you. You guys don't need to travel towards them. You guys don't need to reach out towards them. With 6 of Pentacles, they want to be reciprocal this time. They want to invest into this connection properly this time. Straight up, they did not do that the first time around. You guys were probably overgiving. With Judgment, we have divine intervention, divine timing. Eclipse season brings fated changes, and some of them are getting that push. Like, you need to go do something about this. You can't just let this languish anymore. You have to address it. Part of the wake-up call that came in with the solar eclipse is them realizing who you are to them and how like they will never ever find you again. Here they come, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I think we've gotten this combination before. You're coming in with an expression of love, of vulnerability, an emotional offer. Stability behind it. They want this to be something that will actually last long term. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, wish fulfillment, dream person. Kind of person that you want to be with long term. The kind of person you want to invest with, grow with. Two of Cups, feeling this draw towards you. I don't think they would use the terminology soul connection, but I think they feel it. This could be the one and past life relationship. They know who you are. They know what they would be losing. They understand the price of inaction. Let's get some more information. Union, magnifying glass, single, illuminate, get away. Magnifying glass and illuminate. We have revealing the truth, confessions, shedding light, showing proof, validation, confirmation. I don't know if you guys can see, but in the magnifying glass, it says, I love you, over and over and over. That's what the solar eclipse was. Shining the light, illuminating the truth. This is what you guys need to do. And now you guys are seeing like the actual motion coming in between the eclipses. Get away, go on vacation, begin an adventure, run away together. For some of you, they might just be like, hey, like, get ready, let's go, like pack a bag. We have union, reconciliation, coming back, making it work, and second chance. Of course, they are coming back with this in mind. Kind of a sticking point that we've seen in other readings is that right now you guys are single. You're independent, freedom, available. You guys are doing your thing. You're doing amazing. For some of you, you guys are getting some kind of new financial opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are really focused on that, and some of you aren't that receptive because of how much time has passed. Tell me more here. Here we have dating and moving. I think we saw that with the other one as well. Time in reverse, bottled up in reverse, escape in reverse. The time is now. There's no more waiting. Like, it's happening. There's no avoiding it. There's no escaping or blocking or pushing away or hiding. It has been bottled up. The illusions, keeping things inside, not opening up. Too bad. It's all coming out. And I definitely think there's been a history of this. When things got a little bit too real, they would try to push you away. They would create space. This is someone who would keep their emotions bottled up. They would not open up easily. There's no escaping. It's coming out. Soulmates, escape, roller coaster, reflection. We have completely done in reverse. We have only you. We have trapped in reverse, bottom of the deck, and soulmates trying to poke out. Trapped in reverse, ghost in reverse, twin flames. It would ghost, honestly, like with this adrenaline, this roller coaster, ups and downs, good and bad, rush of feelings. When they get triggered, they ghost. When things are a little bit too emotionally intimate, it makes them feel stuck and trapped. They don't feel safe. They don't feel safe being like truly seen by someone. That's where you're getting that, like, you are a very real thing in this false reality. That dating, we have like dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, very casual energy. I think this is their comfort zone. It was always different with you. It was always a little bit more triggering with you. You made them feel seen and understood, and that was really scary. With this twin flame, we have like reflection of soul, mirrored emotions, your other half sharing feelings. The way they could kind of hide from other people doesn't work with you. I think you guys could see through the behavior as well. I think you guys were onto them a long time ago. Past relationships, when this person pulled back, the other person would be like, okay, whatever, they're not interested. They're just bad at relationships. I think you guys understood that it's coming from this fear-based place, as we're more understanding and patient than other people have been. They kind of didn't like that. That was almost more triggering, right? Deep down, they don't think that they deserve love. I think they're undeserving, and as the emotional intimacy builds and as you're with someone longer and longer, whatever they think is so awful about themselves, they thought you were gonna see it. I think the more patient and understanding you guys were to this person, the more it held a mirror up to them, to their behavior, the more it was forcing reflection. Like dark night of the soul, dark shadow, shadow work, facing inner truth, seeing true colors. Like we started this with, some mirrors have sharp edges. I think you guys scared them more than anything. That's what you guys are, right? You're not just a mirror, you're a magnifying glass. I think the twin flame journey is so overly romanticized. Yes, you have this mirrored soul, and that's beautiful. Some mirrors have sharp edges. This is jagged. It's difficult. It's the catalyst to some of the deepest healing you've probably ever done, and it's difficult. That's why you guys had all of this in and out behavior. They'd have this this mirror held up to them, and they would put this connection on the back burner, let it just sit there until they could avoid again, until they could block out everything you were pulling up for them, and then they would feel safe enough to re-engage. They felt like you guys were holding up a magnifying glass to all of their flaws, and then still choosing to be patient, still choosing to be loving. Something they couldn't avoid is like, okay, why am I pushing this away? Why can't I accept this? Why am I acting the way I am when this person is trying to be so loving, so gentle, so caring? Twin flames so often are a catalyst for dark night of the soul, and I think that's where they've been. If you guys have been very limited contact or no contact, I think that's why. I think that's what they've been going through. But mirrored souls, it's for you as well. This connection is also forcing you guys to address some things that maybe you guys were trying to escape from. Why are you choosing relationships where you're over giving and where your emotional needs aren't being met? Why are you letting it go on so long? I've been going through your own dark night of the soul, your own reflection period, and that might not be the easiest pill to swallow for you guys either. You guys might have had to face some kind of tough truths about yourself. If you were to look at what this connection has been historically, the in and out, up and down, would you take that relationship as a reflection of someone who loves themselves? For some of you, this eclipse season is revealing some codependent patterns. Why do you feel the need to stick around in something so long? Yes, you can be like, okay, I understand. In and out, the ghosting, the pulling back, it's fear-based. You can have all of the empathy in the world, and I think you guys have had to reflect, like, where does that desire come from? Why do you guys feel the need to be the person who's been the most patient? Are you maybe performing the patience and gentleness that you guys needed? If you so badly want to be the person who never gives up on them, to prove to them that it exists and to prove to them that they in fact deserve that, you can't save anyone. That's something they need to learn and they need to heal on their own. Sharp-edged reflection for you guys, that you guys are still carrying some wounding from when someone gave up on you. People haven't been patient with you. Maybe you guys feel like you are easy to leave. I think that's it, right? That's the sharp mirror here, is you guys have felt like someone hasn't fought to stay in your life. Someone let go of you like it was just nothing to do that. You guys have felt discarded. I think that did lead to this deep-rooted wound of questioning, like, is anyone going to stay? Does that make sense? I feel like you guys do deep down have a worthiness wound. You guys being so incredibly patient with this person is coming from a place of, you guys can stick it out with this person and love them hard enough and never ever ever give up on them. Maybe you guys can prove to yourself that that's out there. Maybe that will heal that wound within you. In my other eclipse readings, we were seeing like you guys have been kind of not wanting to address something. There's been a wound or a truth that you haven't wanted to face. Eclipse season was like, there's no more hiding. There's no more running away from this. Bringing all these things to the surface to be purged, to be released, to start being addressed and healed. This connection isn't completely done. I don't know if maybe you guys have thought it was. Upright, this is moving on, ending cycles, lessons learned, coming full circle. In reverse, your guys' story isn't over if you don't want it to be. Again, it's always your choice. Only you. They're focused on you, observing you, watching you. There is no one like you. If moving, this can be an environment change. This can just be realizing how empty this pattern has been making them feel. Maybe they're gonna offer to move to you if that's a thing. You might get 2 or 3 cards for outcome. At the end of the lunar eclipse, where are you guys? What's gonna be happening? Okay, 4 of Swords in reverse. The pause is coming to an end. Yes, we know that. Empress. 2 of Pentacles. Star poking out here. Strength, Hermit, Lovers. Okay, we just had our solar eclipse in Aquarius. We're coming up on a lunar eclipse in Virgo. Eclipse is bringing a lot to the surface. Things you guys have wanted to avoid reflecting on. No, too bad. It's coming to the surface. You guys aren't meant to take these wounds into the future. You guys are meant to put it down. You're allowed to put the baggage down and move forward. You can heal this out and move forward with so much more confidence and self-assuredness. Strength, Empress. I did a reading talking about you guys being so excited to meet the next version of yourself. becoming your own muse. If someone were to ask you, like, who's your biggest inspiration, you guys would say, like, me in a year, me in 5 years, and I love that. Lovers is all about choice. I hate to say like an inconclusive reading, but it is. This is very choose your own adventure. Two of Pentacles, you have two very solid options here. Both are valid, both are available to you. You guys can choose. This is too far gone. It's been left to rust for too long. You guys just want to focus on your own self-development. On the other hand, if this person is coming back and does look like a lot of things have come to the surface for them as well, have had to go internal and have had to start doing this introspection and healing work, are realizing their worth and realizing that they do deserve love. If you guys want to choose union, it's here. Obviously a very strong soul connection. I think we're pretty much just going to try to grab synastry from this. I think we kind of covered our bases here. Get it, okay? We get it. Healing inner child for some of you, for some of them. A worthiness wound came from childhood. Breaking down those control tactics, again, the ghosting, the revoking communication was a control tactic because they would get triggered when they felt too loved. You want family, home, and commitment. It's just synastry. Okay, nurture and compassion. Family, home, and commitment, control tactics in reverse. Saturn, career, contracts, commitments. Just have Saturn changing signs. We have Mars and Hot. We have South Node, comfort zone, guilt and sabotage. A lot of personal growth. There's a lot of patterns being broken down. A lot of attraction, a lot of physical chemistry for sure. They think you're stunning. That's obviously not all this is. Sun, strength, empowerment, rebirth, and winter. After a lot of reflection, we have a shattered mirror on here. Eclipse season is during winter, at least in the northern hemisphere. But both of you are stepping into a much more empowered version of yourself. Sun is strength. Ultimately, as much as people want to be like, oh, twin flames are a romantic thing, I mean, sure, but this is an individual journey. This is about both of you becoming who you're meant to be as individuals. And then real quick, yeah, a lot of awakening, a lot of realizations coming through. Someone might have tattoos. I think they got some karma for their previous red flag behavior, honestly. Again, we're not condoning that behavior. Ghosting as a control tactic is red flag behavior. Witchcraft coming through, so you guys might be quite witchy. We have black cat energy, long distance in reverse, and then back together. You guys are traveling, maybe they're traveling. Any like rejection, feeling rejected is over. We have hazel eyes, opposites in reverse. That's what we said in one of them. Almost a little bit too similar, and that's why you guys are so triggering. That's why you hold up such a sharp mirror to them. We have brown eyes, apology, pause in reverse. Set your boundaries. Divine feminine especially is meant for luxury. You guys might go on an adventure. The interference is breaking down, because they're gonna call you up and tell you that they love you. So that's what I have for you guys. If you guys want more like week to week, what you guys can expect during eclipse season, check those out on TikTok. I'll see you when I see you. Look at me kind of having an outro. It's not great, but I have one.